Sirach 19:1. A laboring man that is given to drunkenness shall not be rich, and he that condemneth contempts uh, small things shall fall by little and little. All praise to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, double honor to the apostles and the elders that rule well. Peace and blessings to you brothers out there that's kicking his word and sincerity truth. I just read Sirach 19:1. I really wanted to emphasize on the latter part of that verse. He that contemneth small things shall fall by little and little. You know, for those of us that's been in this truth for 4, 5, 6 years, you know what I mean? 3 years, more than likely you have rank, and that rank is it's not anything that you should take it lightly. Should take lightly. The Most High is building up a government, man. And with each of us doing our part, man, will help usher in, what I'm saying, the government of Yahweh Shah, you see. So, a lot of times you're in this walk and you have this feeling that rank ain't important, like, man, that stuff don't matter, I'm just trying to be a brother. Well, it's very important just to be a brother, but it's very important too to understand that was the rank that was given to you, man. You know what I'm saying? You show, how much you care about your rank, um, by how you work. You see what I'm saying? You know, case in point, when somebody comes from out of town, a brother comes from out of town, as an officer, you need to try to help to your best ability, or at least report in. You see what I'm saying? Um, when it's time to speak, hey, an officer should be always equipped and great and ready to speak. Why is that? Because your job is to feed the flock. You see what I'm saying? The Most High gave you this knowledge, not for you just to have um the office, and of a man that's rank, an officer, things of that nature. But he gave you this thing so you could toil in it, and also you could build up the people that's beneath you, you know, that's lower than you in rank, and also help those out that are um that are above you, man. You see, that's what rank is about. You see, and we're going to get an example in the scriptures of how our forefathers, they understood the importance of rank, and they kept rank, and they established a kingdom, man. And that kingdom that I'm talking about is the kingdom of King David, the King David, man. But he didn't do it by himself. You see what I'm saying? He had people set in place, you know, that were equipped and doing their job. And with them doing their job, man, we were able to conquer the Canaanites and set up our kingdom, Israel. You see what I'm saying? So let's get to that in First Chronicles. This is First Chronicles 12:1. Now these are they that came to David to Ziklag while he yet kept them close because of Saul, the son of Kish, and they were among the mighty men, helpers of the war. Uh, they were armed with bows and could use both the right hand and the left in hurling stones and set and shooting arrows out of a bow, even of Saul's brethren of Benjamin. That's right. So when you read this, it's gonna give you a basically a list of all um, of our forefathers that helped build, you know, help build the kingdom of Israel, man. You see what I'm saying? let's see here. Let's go to 14. 14. First Chronicles 12 and 14. These were all the sons of Gad, captains of hosts. One of the least was over 100, and the greatest over 1,000. That's right. So it's showing you there, man. You know that this is an example of the sons of Gadite. They were the captains. They were over 100 men, and the greatest over 1,000. You see what I'm saying? Showing that hey, that's rank. You see why were they doing this? Because they had a goal in mind. That goal was to set up, what I'm saying, the kingdom of Israel, bro. You know. Let's go down to verse 38, and I'm skipping around because this is a pretty lengthy um chapter. But if you want to read it yourself, you can. First Chronicles 12 and 31. And these men of war that could keep rank came with a perfect heart to Hebron to make David king over all Israel, and all the rest also of Israel were of one heart to make David king. That's right. So it'll give you a list of all of our forefathers, the mighty men of Israel, man. You know that were able to keep their rank. They were able to do what they needed to do. You know what I'm saying? In order for the betterment of uh of the nation, man. You see, and that's what we have to do in these camps, man. We have to make sure that we're doing our best. You know, for the nation of Israel. So for those of us who have rank, hey man, we can't take that lightly. It's very important that we understand that we're building, and what I'm saying, we help building the elect of Israel, and with us building the elect of Israel, we help building, you know, the kingdom of Israel, man. Because when the elect is sealed, man, hey, Most High's gonna come back. You see what I'm saying? But where does it start? It starts in your camp, doing what you need to be doing in your camp, man. It's whether or not you're a sergeant of arms, you're officer 3, officer 1. You see what I'm saying? Even a cadet. All of us have different goal or give different roles to play, and it's important that we're playing it, man. Let's go to First Corinthians. This is First Corinthians 12 and 4. Now these are diverse. Now there are diversities of gifts, but the same Spirit, and there are differences of administration, but the same Lord. And these are diversities, and there are diversities of operations, but it is the same power which worketh all in all. But the manifestation of the Spirit is given to every man to profit withal. That's right. So there's different administrations, what I'm saying, different offices within, what I'm saying, the truth or a particular camp, you know. But, what I'm saying, hey, the spirit of Yahweh by Shemi Shai is working within these different administrations, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, the biggest thing that we want to understand, that I'm trying to convey is, man, we have to work within our particular office, man. You understand the severity of this work that we're doing. You see what I'm saying? You're not just an officer, bro, or you're not just a sergeant of arms, man. You see what I'm saying? It's bigger than that. You see? Keep reading on this. For to one is given by the Spirit the word of wisdom, to another the word of knowledge by the same Spirit, to another faith by the same Spirit, to another the gift of healing by the same Spirit, to another the working of miracles, to another prophecy, to another discerning of spirits, to another diverse kinds of tongues, to another the interpretation of tongues. But all these worketh that one and the self same Spirit, dividing to every man severally as he will. As the body is one and hath many members, and all the members of that one body, being many, are one body, so also is Mashiach. That's right, man. So, hey, Most High might give you the spirit to where you can speak tongues, um, uh, to interpretate. You know what I'm saying? Different tongues, man. You see, you might have a brother that's might not be able to speak, a particular language, but he knows how to interpret it. You know what I'm saying? A particular tongue. You know what I'm saying when it's written out. You might have one brother that is giving dreams. You might have another brother uh, that is giving the understanding of history. You know what I'm saying? But all that is comes from the spirit of the Most High, man. And all of us should be using whatever spirit the Most High gave us. You know what I'm saying? To build His house, His tabernacle. You see what I'm saying? Let's see. Verse 13, for by one Spirit are we all baptized into one body, whether we be Jews or Gentiles, whether we be bond or free, and have been all made to drink into one Spirit. For the body is not one member, but many. That's right, man. So there's many members to this body. Meaning there's different um, functions that each of us have, man. And the biggest thing is don't take your function, you know what I'm saying, lightly. It's gonna say it. Uh, verse 15. For the foot shall say, because I am not the hand, I am not of the body. Is it therefore not of the body? That's right. So you might be a young brother in this thing, and you might be a cadet, or you might be not even a cadet yet, but a private. You see what I'm saying? Well, you shouldn't be like, I'm just a private, so my role is insignificant. Well, your role isn't insignificant in this thing, man. You see, whatever is given in your hand, do it to your best ability, man. You see what I'm saying? Case in point, as a private, you might have to you might be responsible for holding up signs, and you might think, oh man, well that's stupid. Holding up signs, that's what is that gonna do? But believe it or not, you have a lot of people that stop because of those signs. Man. They see a sign of Chesed Borazir. Person might want to stop and say, hey, well, why you have horns on Jesus? And it might be legitimate. Well, you could go into the fact that that's not Jesus. You see what I'm saying? Or you might be holding up a sign of the image of Yahweh Shah. You know, that would stop somebody. That would make somebody stop and want to inquire about what we're talking about. You see what I'm saying? All this is it comes from the spirit of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai. You see what I'm saying? Verse 16. And if the ear shall say, because I am not the eye, I am not of the body, is it therefore not of the body? If the whole body was an eye, where were where where were the hearing? If the whole were hearing, where were the smelling? But now hath the Most High set the members, every one of them in the body, as it hath pleased him. And if uh, they were all one member, where where were the body? That's right. So hey, the body, like our body, it can't be all just one thing, like a big old ear. How you gonna see? Or a huge foot. Your body, is a huge foot. Well, you know, where's the arms to pick up things? You see what I'm saying? So we all can do the same thing. We all have different functions within this truth, man, that we have to perfect in order for the body to run at its full capacity, man. You see what I'm saying? Verse 20. But now are there many members, yet but one body. That's right, man. That's right. That's what we're trying to convey here. You have to figure out what you supposed to be doing in this truth, man, and walk in it. You see what I'm saying? Let's go to First Timothy. This is First Timothy 4:14. Neglect not the gift that is in thee, which was given thee by prophecy, with the laying on of the hands of the presbytery, and that's the elders, man. So you're not supposed to neglect the gift that was given to you, man. You see what I'm saying? This first chiefly that this gift is word, you know, and within that, man, the Most High gave you certain attributes that you're supposed to use in order to serve Him. You see what I'm saying? Verse 15: Meditate upon these things, give thyself wholly to them, that they profit, that 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 thy profiting may appear to all men. That's right. So you meditate on the things that you're supposed to be doing, man. You know, sit downs. You know, what I'm saying, getting together with brothers. Hosting class. You see what I'm saying? That's supposed to be on your mind. Why is that? Hey, because you realize that you're building something that's bigger than you, man. You see what I'm saying? So I hope this was edifying. I hope I wasn't too over the place. It was just something I was thinking about. You know, It- you know, this thing is not a light thing, man. We're building something here. You know, we're really building something here. More people are gonna come in. We're not just here. You know, we're not just showing up and cursing on weekends. Or complaining about the so-called white man. It's bigger than this. It's bigger than that. And once we understand that, saying we could all move within that goal, and perfect what we're supposed to be doing in this truth. You see what I'm saying? So all praises to Yahweh by Shimi Shah. Double honors to the apostles and the elders that rule well. And peace and blessings to you brothers out there that's kicking his word and sincerity and truth. Shalom.